Hi, Kevin here. Well, today, because I have a wicked craving for them, I'm going to make some shortbread cookies. Now, these are the shortbread cookies that are only slightly sweet, very buttery, and slightly salty. So they're really good shortbread cookies. Now, since I like to control the amount of salt in my shortbreads, I always start with unsalted butter. And what I have here is 226 grams or 8 ounces of unsalted butter. And this is a good quality butter. And then I'm going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. And 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar. I know some people like to use confectioner's sugar for shortbread cookies, but I've found they make the cookies too soft. And I like my cookies deliciously dense. So now I'm going to cream the butter and sugar together at medium-low speed for about 3 minutes, so we'll be back. Okay, the butter and sugar are perfectly creamed, so now I'm going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to add the flour in about 3 installments, or rather 3 additions. Or maybe 4 additions. You just want to add it gradually. For some reason, the glass bowl on my mixer decided today, turn this off, decided today that it would not sit properly in the machine. So I've been having to hold it. So please excuse the banging noise. Now I think we can add the rest of the flour. And again, that was 2 cups of just regular all-purpose flour. Yeah, since making a lot of noise, I have the metal bowl that came with the machine. I may have to dig that out. Okay, well, we're all mixed here. What you're looking for is a sort of sandy, crumbly dough, like this. Okay? And then, let me move this machine out of the way, and then I'll show you the next step. All right. So now, turn out the dough onto either a parchment-lined baking sheet or a Silpat-lined baking sheet. I'm using Silpat today. Actually, it's not even Silpat. It's some off-brand silicone pad. But it works. It's non-stick. Okay, and then what you want to do is form this into some kind of shape. You could form a disc if you plan to make round cookies. I think I'm going to make rectangular cookies, so I'm going to form the dough into a rectangle. Or just pat it out into the shape you want. And you want the thickness around, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. In other words, not too thin, not too thick. Okay, and when I finish shaping this, I'm actually going to measure my rectangle to give you a good idea of the proper size. Okay, ruler. All right, so my my rectangle is 9 inches by 4 inches. I think mine might be a little too thick. Yeah, mine is a whole inch thick, so guess what? I have to pat this out some more. Yeah, you could use a rolling pin if you want, but you really don't have to. Okay, now shore up the sides. And this does not have to be perfect by any means. Now let's see what we have. Yeah, that's about 3/4 of an inch, and this is again 9 by 5 now. So I can actually go a little thinner. Isn't this video going to be fun? This is real cooking. Okay. Now I've really patted it out. And I'm probably not even going to publish this video because it's already too long. We shall see. Okay, and of course I'm wearing some of the cookie dough. Okay, great. We're at 1/2 inch. We are about 9.5 inches long by 4 inches across. Okay, and then have to cover this with cling film. Just loosely cover it with cling film. And then need to chill this for about 45 minutes. Also, preheat the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll be back. I found the problem with my glass mixing bowl. It's this plastic thing comes off. So it was loose. That was the only problem, mercifully. Okay, we'll see you soon. All right, my dough has chilled for 45 minutes, so it's nice and firm. And by the way, you do want your dough to be cold when it goes into the oven. The cold dough won't spread. Okay, now what we need to do is cut the dough into whatever shape we want. And I'm going to do rectangles. I'm going to make them, let's see, I'll turn it this way so you can see. I'm going to make my rectangles about, 1/2 inch wide. And you may have noticed that I did not add any vanilla extract or almond extract or lemon zest or any other flavorings to the cookie dough. And that is because I like the pure taste of shortbread cookies. You know, just the butter, the sugar, and the flour. That's it. Oh, and the salt. That's all. Okay, now I have some long rectangles here, but I can always cut these into shorter pieces, just as you can, should you decide to make these cookies. Okay, and I'm just going to arrange them on the silicone pad here. Again, you can use parchment paper. All right, let's see, do I want my biscuits this long? Well, maybe I'll cut some of them in half. See how that one's flipped up in the air? That's kind of cool. Okay, so I'll have a couple of long biscuits and some other short biscuits. They definitely look homemade. And one other thing you can do here is, if you want, you can take a fork and just make, let's see, move you down a little bit, move you in. You can make little marks with the tines of a fork like that, but you know, who cares? They don't need any decoration. These cookies taste so wonderful. All they need to do is go into the 300-degree oven for exactly 45 minutes. And we will see you when my cookies are done. Okay, the cookies are all baked. And you know what? Decided that I am going to make the little indentations with the tines of a fork, just to give them a little decorative touch. Now, you want to let these cookies cool completely to room temperature, because then they will be at their absolute best. So I will come back when mine have cooled appreciably, and then we can have a taste. Also, once the cookies have cooled for about 10 minutes on this baking sheet, I'm going to transfer them all to a wire cooling rack. Okay, a quick taste, although I already know that they are totally delicious. Oh my. So these are, as I said earlier, slightly sweet, slightly salty, deliciously dense, and definitely buttery. Just the way I like them. And in fact, if you like Walker's shortbread cookies, you will most definitely like Kevin's shortbread cookies. I should also mention that these shortbread cookies go very well with a cup of Earl Grey tea, which I obviously have not brewed yet, but I have every intention of doing after I finish this video, which, by the way, you will know I have published it if you're able to watch it. If you're not able to watch this video, well, you'll know that I decided it was too darn long and didn't post it after all. But anyway, if you are watching this video, I hope you'll subscribe to this YouTube channel. I also hope you'll make these shortbread cookies. And I hope you'll post a comment below, because I do love hearing from you. Okay, thanks so much for watching, if you're watching. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.